Hello folks, and welcome back to our playthrough of Total War Warhammer 2 with the Dwarves. So in the last episode, we finally found the last remnant of Chaos. The last little bit that's from this Chaos invasion. It's this little war herd of Chaos Beastmen group. So we've been hunting them down, and hopefully we can wipe them out here pretty soon with Belagar. We have Thorgrim up here. He recently settled this Palace of Ruin, so his forces are a little out of action for the moment. Other than that, we're making good progress. We're working on the Dark Elves now, so it'll be interesting, though, once we defeat this war herd of Chaos. It should end the Chaos invasion, which then should break apart the alliance of good nations. So the Dwarves, the Bretonnians, the Empire should all fall apart into war. Hopefully it'll be Bretonnia and the Empire first, though, instead of the Empire and me, because the Empire, as you can see on the mini-map up here, they've really expanded out because they've been able to confederate all of the lands that normally go against them, so Malekith is trying for peace. He's given a decent amount of money, but not really interested in that. Admiral Maud the Khan? Maudakan? I don't know how to... The Dark Elves have some weird names at times. The Vampire Coast here has a little bit of territory, but their overall power is definitely depleted. So we should be able to defeat them pretty soon, I think. Yeah, this says the Dread Fleet is even more powerful than the Vampire Coast. What are they up to, though? I admit I am concerned about what the Dread Fleet is up to.
Do not sully my presence any longer.
The Wet Elves finally want peace? You know what? I'm gonna go for it, because this is a war that is just gonna really drain us. At the very least, this will give us an opportunity to bring in Zero's army and all that. Because he's kind of been in a precarious spot, if I recall correctly. You want me to join the war against Clan Pestilence? I don't know where they are, so nah. Karak Azul wants me to go back to war with the Wood Elves. No, not interested.
What brings you to the halls of my ancestors?
Krakadrak wants a trade agreement. Okay. Alright, this war herd of Chaos. I want to say there's still 2 armies left of theirs, or maybe it is just 1. I can't remember if I defeated the other army that they had or not. Unfortunately, dealing with any Beastman faction can be difficult at times because their default stance is their hidden encampment, so... Alright. Bloodlust. Uh-oh. Because Throny has been in,
Craft.
Oh, wait, this is a... okay. I've known about the ones for, Chaos Corruption. I didn't know there was a trait that came about for Vampiric Corruption. This one isn't too bad. Growth is -10. Leadership -2, but dwarves have good leadership, so it's not an issue. And casualty replenishment goes up, so that's actually not too bad of a trait compared to some of the others.
Begin.
Alright, River Dwarf. Paul's little guy. Speaking of Paul, I haven't actually seen him in a while.
What?
Because he definitely hasn't been on YouTube or on Twitch here in like a long, long time. And,
Getting out of here. It's as good as done.
and he hasn't been on, or at least I haven't seen any postings on YouTube in a long time either. Let's do Cleanse Corruption. There.
True king.
Alright, so I know they're like right next to this guy. I could go for the Black Pillar. Belagar is a siege attacker, which means I could go and take it right away. You know what? I think that's what we're gonna do. We might as well.
For our forefathers. Let's go. Aye. Throw bearers. Let's march.
We take a little bit of a public order hit there, but hopefully we can do all right.
The High King acts.
All right. Well, let's get this battle started at the Black Pillar.
For vengeance.
I want to say they have, yeah, all of these army abilities. Think are coming from one of their little ships that provide a little boost. So, but hopefully with our heroes and all that, we can do this battle well. They have a lot of dark shards. I will say the dark shards can be a little tough because they're armor-piercing missile damage. But then again, with our ethereal heroes, that may not be much of an issue. Alright, so let's grab Belagar and our other heroes. I am tempted to kind of split my forces up. But I think best bet is probably do it like this.
For Grimnir.
We have the Longbeards up front for the defense.
It is a reckoning. For the ancestors. Iron breakers. Vengeance.
Alright, I think we're gonna be good to go. Oh, crap. Ah, you know what, that's fine. We'll make this work. Alright, heroes, move ahead. You guys, move y'all right here. And our ranged guys, we're gonna bring you right over here. Actually, you probably don't even have to be that close. You can probably be, like, right here. Just gotta be careful with those towers.
No shoddy contraptions here. Runes of spellbreaking.
Alright, let's start us off with some damage resistance. And do the armor as well.
Let the vengeance begin. I'll get my tools. Pick your targets well.
Alright, good news. We are firing into those dark shards and doing some decent damage.
Iron breakers.
Don't like the damage our iron breakers are taking, though.
Get on. That's all. Pick your targets well. There can be no mercy.
It seems like the iron breakers actually do relatively decently doing damage on the walls. Ooh, that was a very poor choice on their parts. They tried to hit my units that are underneath the wall, and they hit their own. Oh, that is horrible.
To the forge. Charge. To the High King. Pump those dwarfen legs.
Alright, heroes, I'm gonna bring you onto the tower there.
Iron breakers. Get 'em all. By the Layer's will.
That did nothing to my longbeards there. Like, they tried, it just did not do well at all.
Charge.
Alright, where's the main location? Right over here.
Move. It is an order. A worthy order. I keep my oath. Iron breakers.
And there goes their forces. Alright, that was actually pretty good overall. We're just going to occupy this, because this will give us another foothold in the Dark Elf territory.
You will never hold us.
Except I will. I will. Stupid little Dark Elves. Alright, so we got another location here. Most of this army is going to be completely healed by the next turn. Alright, so what else do I want to do for Belgar here? Gather the Old Clans is a pretty decent little thing, but I think I was focusing on his combat skills for the time being. Alright, he can hinder replenishment. I mean, I'll do it because I have a lot of money. Success! Alright, General Oliver. Fortunately, you can now heal up.
For the wisdom of Valea.
0. We can start working on finishing up your forces here. I think I'm going to bring in some flame cannons, because that will be useful when I make my final push against his forces here. Against the Wood Elves, is what I was trying to say. I can see why they declared peace, though, because I don't know what happened to their other army that they had over here.
For clan honor.
Is this the guy that went crazy? No. What was I doing with this guy, then? Let's see. Teleport. Move a character to Middenland.
Beards in belts.
There we go. I really need to start doing these quest battles.
Aye, lad, what can I do?
Soft? I think this guy was supposed to come and join Zero's army, so I guess I'll take out one of the flame cannons.
One rag? Enough. This road is shoddy. Time for a reckoning.
Isn't there one more that's supposed to be heading over here? There is, okay.
Move!
Well, if that's what we're doing, I guess I'll take out 2 flame cannons. Hey there, Zero! You're taking a small break from your visual pack? Hey, nothing wrong with that. I definitely understand having to take a little break. Because I've been having to take a break from my Warhammer mod every once in a while. Especially this week. Well, this week has been the break from, like, everything, but... I have good news, your army is still alive. Of course, we went to peace with the Wood Elves, so... Not gonna have to worry about him dying just yet.
I am the White Dwarf.
Hey there, Omar, how's it going?
My anger burns bright. Our enemies shall tremble. Scrund. One rag. Moving out. Lord of Clan Morgrim.
Zero says, are you kind of worried that someone will recognize some of the things from the Dead mod? Oh, like, so you're talking about my Skyrim, or my Skyrim mod. Actually, I am not worried at all, because all of my mod, like, even if you look into the internal files, it's all based off of, my own work. So I did it completely from scratch. So to me, it doesn't matter if there are similarities between the mods. Between my Skyrim mod and the old Skyrim mod from Oldrim, because, you know, all my work is original work, so. Omar says, I woke up today without an alarm, and I so happened to make it stream, so it's going good so far. That's nice. Or bad, depending on if you wanted to sleep in or something like that. You had a nightmare. What was... You remember what the nightmare was about? Zero says, my visual pack will look way different than the one it's based off of. Then I think you should be fine. I mean, ultimately, a lot of mods and that sort of thing do build off of other works, so... Lathe already looks different. Yeah, I think you should be fine. I mean, you know, there's outright plagiarism of mods, and then there's working off of mods, you know. Because it especially helps being able to work off of a base. Ooh, they're attacking. Well, hopefully my forces can come and assist there. Omar says, yes, Mike was Scottish, a very angry Scottish man. Well, at least he was a man and not a pickle. Zero says, I'm changing the configs, so is it plagiarism? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I haven't looked into Kerbal Space Program modding enough to say one way or another, but...
All here are honored dwarf king.
No, I don't want to join the war. I have other wars to take care of. Damn AI. Did the rebellion succeed there? I'm not sure. Alright, the Dread Fleet.
Senseless request. For the wisdom of the land.
It looks like our forces can all come to this battle. Yeah, looks like we're all here. It's just gonna be... Oh, I don't have much in the way of armor piercing. Taking on these Necrofex Colossi is going to be the question. But I think we can do this. I'm gonna find out. If not, this is no one's army, so no one's going to lose anything. Except for, well, Paul has his River Dwarf here, but Paul's not here right now, so... But River Dwarf is high enough that he won't die if he does fall in battle, so... I didn't look. I probably should have looked to see if Count Noctilus is on his own Necrofex Colossi as well. Omer says, what I know is if a mod is left abandoned, you have the right to update it and change it at your will. That kind of varies. Depending on, I guess, the forum for which the mod is hosted. Certain things allow it, certain things don't. Even theoretically, the games where it's of that particular mod probably have... Oh, for Kerbal Space Program? Okay. Yeah, again, I haven't looked at the Kerbal Space Program modding, so I don't know all the specifics on it. Alright. I don't know if this is the right thing to do, but I'm going to try it. Grudge Thrower. We got that. And then we got this. And then these guys. Well, River Dwarf is support. I probably should have him forward. Zero says a guy called Davian Lin got busted by the creator of SVE for using textures without his permission. Oh, is Noctilus just on the ground? He is just on the ground. Well, that's going to hurt him a bit.
Show us the target.
Alright, bolt throwers. Let's get you firing on these guys. Oh, our army's coming from behind? I don't know if that's a good thing.
By the layer's will. Ready to serve. Iron.
And then we have reinforcements from here.
Miners. They have wronged us. Be it together. Cover can cover.
Alright, guys. Let's see what we can do here.
Bring them down. We stay put. Understood, Lord.
Right, let's try and take out some of the weaker units here first.
Warriors for the ancestor gods.
You guys all fire on the Necrofex there.
Ranged firepower ready. Victory will be ours.
What happened to the bolt throwers? Why are they out over there? Oh, because the Necrofex came over here, so the stupid things all decided they wanted to follow.
All right. For the High King. Longbeard. Runes of smiting upon
Alright, let's bring our lord over to say hello.
for the ancestors. Miners. Stop. Grudge thrower. Miners. Longbeards. Quarrelers. For the ancestors. I am the ranking lord. To the forge. It is an order. Quarrelers.
Oh yeah, you guys should probably go and provide some support here now.
Combat them. Quarrelers.
Come on, you almost got the one Necrofex Colossus down. Just keep poking them.
Take him down.
Right, one has been poked. Poke the other.
Ancestor gods. Runesmith. Axes out.
This may be a poor choice to send River Dwarf against the Count Noctilus here.
For the ancestors.
But he's actually kind of holding up so far.
Obey me. Quarrelers.
Zero says, I'm using textures from a different VE visual enhancements, so if I give them credit, I should be fine. Or should I make my own textures? I'm not sure how the Kerbal Space Program modding works. Where if you can just give credits, or if you have to do something else. Or if you have to ask for permission. I'm not sure how that works. They are at army losses. Nice. Omar says, I tried modding for Kerbal Space Program. I failed miserably. And Zero says, I know how to make textures, but I can make them look good. It's always that sort of ground that I'm always iffy on. Like Skyrim... well, I mean, my stuff overall, I mean, I've been able to do some interesting things, but not using my textures. For example, in, I want to say it was The Sims 3. I made some mods where, I made a couple Star Wars mods, but it was only kind of for like private consumption. One was like some Stormtrooper armor, and then another was for giving like a Twi'lek headpiece. The problem was all of those assets I used came from Star Wars Jedi Academy, so I'm pretty sure that would have been very, very much a no-no. Zero says, I believe you have to ask for permission, then if they say yes, you just give credit. That's how I know it is for a lot of the modding community, so I don't know if Kerbal Space Program is any different, but I would guess probably not.
By the grudge bearer's will.
Zero says, I hate mobile. I'm sorry, Zero.
My axe thirsts for war.
Omar says, is the mod that you want to use abandoned by the creator, Zero? I believe Zero said it is. That it hasn't had anything in a while. Oh, Zero says I just typed it too fast. Okay. About, yeah, some of the stuff you said there was a little weird. And Zero says, yeah, GEA. I think GEA is the name of that mod. I forget.
Master.
I think you did tell me the name of the mod, but I forgot. Again, I don't do much modding for Kerbal Space Program, so some of it kind of just goes above my...
How can I help?
Just goes right above me. Omar says, I'm lagging. No!
You know who I am.
Alright, do I take my forces in here? Zero says, poor mod. Abandoned by the creator just a year after it was made. Ugh.
Lord of
It is kind of sad. I'm gonna do this. I hope I'm not going to regret it, though. I shouldn't. I don't think their forces are close by.
What? I'm off. I'm here now. One honor. Forwards. Move.
Zero says, you will be given new life in my visual pack.
Search a clan and hold.
They're in range. Destroy them. They may flee, but they can't flee far enough.
On to vengeance.
Destroy them. Alright, so was that the end?
Journeying on.
War banner. Executioner. Enemy killed in battle. Damn it! They're still around somewhere. No. Oh, they're over here. That's why.
What? Moving
Cowards.
Revenge incarnate.
Well, I might as well take this place next.
Lord of the Hungry.
I think I can just auto-resolve this one. Oh yeah.
Heroes.
You will never be safe.
Zero says that was some ritualistic shit. Giving new life to your, to the old mod. And Belgar is now a superior attacker. It's not too bad. Oh, this is the one that we really want, a campaigner, which gives him perfect vigor. Omar says, running at 160p, boys. Welcome back to Minecraft. I wonder, does that campaigner thing? I guess it only does apply to the Lord, which is kind of disappointing. What should we do? Black Pillar probably should do that. Karak here, we'll do the barley field.
Aye, lad, what can I do?
Soft here can join Zero's army.
An artillery train to speed us up.
And then we have that other guy,
Master engineer at your service.
Thick Finson here.
Move.
Get him moving. I wonder if I should just place my forces into position to take out the Oak of Ages. Omar says, wow, even at 160p, you lag. My internet is not feeling it today. Omar, I thought you got better internet, damn it. Let's see. Did I finish upgrading?
The axe thirsts for war.
Yeah, everything seems to be going pretty good for Zero's army.
If you dare.
Oh, Balthazar here could use some stuff, though. He only has the Prospector's Spyglass. Let's see. I think I have something to make him... Yeah, Prospector's Mail. Omar says, I did, and I pay extra every month. I wonder if it's an issue maybe with, maybe your Wi-Fi? I don't know. I don't know, Omar. I don't know. Zero says, 2 days after I told you about the mod I was developing, it was revamped. Now it's dead again. The guy who made it closed the thread and said, I will no longer be maintaining this mod. My question is, why did he remake it in the first place? Doesn't even sound like he even remade it. Like he planned to remake it and then he didn't do anything with it. That's what it sounds like to me. But what is... Okay, so he needs a talisman and he'll need a hand weapon. Ooh, Vanguard deployment. That would actually be good for him, I think, if we're having him as a sniper. Yeah, we could do that, I think. Omar says maybe the fact that you are all the way over on the other side of the planet. I mean, that could be too. And you know what? We'll do Iron Warden's Hammer as well to give him the perfect vigor. Zero says, when will you play Kerbal Space Program again on stream? I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I haven't, like, ruled it out. Like, I'll never play it again or anything, but haven't like really felt like I wanted to play it, I guess. Zero says, and I'm just 200 miles away from Newbie. Yeah, Zero's not too far away. Omar is, though. Poor Omar. All the way on the other side of the planet.
What?
Let's see. I think that's probably about it for what we can do here. Okay, let's end the turn. Oh, Omar says, oh, I'm downloading updates. That may be why I'm lagging. Yeah. Probably, Omar. Zero says, sometimes typing is just so satisfying. No, I don't want to go back to war with them yet. Then I'll take a reliability hit. Yeah, Zero, if you're talking about like watching a stream and typing to respond instead of whatever you do on mobile, yeah, I completely understand that. And that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Are you making fun of me? Zero says, no, what do you mean? ... Yeah, I haven't decided what I want to do next in Kerbal Space Program. I know probably like once, because the games that I'm doing right now are going to be the last ones that I upload to YouTube. After this, nothing else is going to be uploaded to YouTube on a regular basis as far as streams go. Word of Chaos is finally destroyed, thank God. So instead, what's going to happen is I'm going to try to do some smaller videos. I haven't decided what the whole plan is going to be yet, but at least that's what's going on in my head right now. So when that's done, I might do a bit more random content on Twitch. I know the next game that I plan to do is Star Wars TIE Fighter, so that one you might like. It's a space combat simulator sort of game, so if you like Kerbal Space Program, you might like that. It's not obviously the same, but still, you know, space. Victory! Short campaign victory. Unfortunately, we're not doing just the short campaign, so we must continue on. An age of peace, as the last of the Chaos Hordes is scoured from the face of the world, an awful silence descends, more than a silence, an absence of sound, which echoes the all-consuming void without. All creation is stilled, breath held in anticipation of the final cataclysm. Then, tentatively, gently, life reasserts itself. Not in a grand way to echo those who sought to end everything, but in the small ways, which of themselves are life. Birdsong pierces the silence. Hesitant at first, then swelling, a defiant hymn to creation. Borne on a soft wind that sifts dust onto the scattered corpses littering the bloody plain of battle. And the spell is broken. Bloodied veterans, survivors, refugees, All draw a breath into their aching lungs and weep at the taste and smell of victory, life, and peace. Yet what is life if not the constant striving of one against the other? Yeah. Okay, blah, blah, blah. We're at the age of peace. We don't get anything here. Zero says, how dare you leave your YouTube channel like that? I'm ashamed. I mean, technically, I've already kind of left it, given that I don't stream on YouTube anymore. I just post my streams from Twitch on there. All right, let's look at... So our big boost is now gone. We're deteriorating down to 131 with Bretonia, with the Empire 123. So it still should be good enough to keep a decent alliance. Theoretically, anyways.
I am the White Dwarf. Beardling, you asked this of me?
Rune Lord. For Karazanko.
Omar says, shame emoji. Sirius says, damn you, Twitch, I don't care about Overwatch. I don't even watch that anymore. I know I get it a lot, but it's because I watch my one friend who does Overwatch a lot, so.
I'm ready. Our enemies shall tremble.
How are we doing on working towards winning this battle here? Oh, I gotta do it against Norska. Well, I think there's only one Norscan faction left, and that's Skeggy over here. I don't even know if we're gonna be able to do 2 battles, so probably we'll just wipe them out. Oh wait, there's oh hell, there's Sarl, and Sarl is all the way back over there. Son of a bitch. It's gonna be a pain in the ass to try and get to. But yeah, I have some ideas for YouTube, but it's nothing like in the pipeline yet. Like I do kind of want to do some Star Wars droid works on there. Zero says extra life or extra power. Oh, are you talking about that Duracell commercial?
Moving.
A wise plan.
Well, we can take Spite Reach next. It's on the list of areas to take. Let's do it. Zero says no in the game. Wait, I'm confused now.
Keep your filthy hands.
Oh, as far as upgrading?
Ready.
Wait, what specifically were you asking about as far as extra life or extra power? I'm confused. Because if you were talking about your guy, I gave him kind of extra life on that last little level up by giving him a boost to his defense. Zero says, yes, upgrading, goddammit. I thought I did that so quickly you wouldn't have even noticed that I was upgrading your guy. I guess you pay attention to your guy over here.
For the wisdom of the land.
How much longer till I can declare war on the
Hallowed hall.
Wood Elves? 7 more turns. Aww.
Throw banners. Let's march. Aye.
Zero says I need to be here more often. Maybe you do. You actually do, Zero. I appreciate your presence here. Alright, let's do Absolutely Relentless. Give us a little bit more campaign movement for everyone there. How are these guys looking?
For a reckoning.
Yeah, they're building up. Zero says Motel 6's ass. Why do they try and promote that shitty place? Well, generally, if a place is shitty, you're more likely to probably see ads for them sometimes because, you know, you gotta make it look not shitty. If there's a place that doesn't have ads, and it's a big place, more than likely it's probably a relatively decent place. At least that's my opinion on it. It's not always true, but sorta. I mean, it could just be that they're so poor-ass broke that they can't afford ads, in which case, well, avoid that place like the plague. But yeah, unfortunately, most cheap budget motels and all that are not very impressive. Probably the only set of hotels that I've been to that I've genuinely enjoyed is like the Hampton Inn. Those ones are relatively decent that I've been to. Zero says, in the commercials, the rooms, they look good, but in real life, they look like a meth den. Omar says, I've been seeing a ton of Netflix ads. Really? I don't think I've seen too many Netflix ads here in the States. And your ally declares war against Clan Rictus and Nagaron. Sure, I can do that. Especially if it potentially weakens the Empire. Of course, it's probably not. They probably don't have anyone over here that's going to be involved in the battle, but still. Well, Sarl's been destroyed now. Yeah, Netflix is kind of one of those things that I was big into a few years ago. But then eventually got to the point where they don't really have the kind of stuff that they used to. A lot of their third-party content they don't have anymore. Especially the third-party content that I enjoyed. Which isn't necessarily the fault of Netflix. I mean, a lot of it does come down to the fact that you have other places trying to get their own third-party content going. Disney being the big example, but I will say I am tempted to check out Disney's third-party stuff. This faction has declared war on you. The damned errantry. Are all my allies going to join? All my allies did join. Alright. This place has been destroyed. Should probably go over there and grab it. Omar says, I wanted to get Netflix to watch Star Wars, but Disney decided to take it away. Yeah, that was... Star Wars and Futurama were the two things that made me decide I was kind of done with Netflix.
What do you want?
After they took those away, I was kind of like, I'm done.
Grumbrindle! Scrund! Don't you fret, it's done.
Alright, this random thing here, let's do Wound Maker. Make him do more damage. Alright, Thorgrim, you're almost all healed up. Your Thunders need a little. That's about it. I'll keep you moving, and then after this one, I think I'll have Thorgrim start to do some of his stuff, because he has 2 more things he has to do for his own stuff.
For clan honor. True king of 8 peaks.
Well, Harganeth is actually going to be an easy place to take. That's surprising that they don't have any good reinforcements here. But hey, I'm not complaining.
Revenge incarnate. Tis time. Gully, attack.
I'm just going to auto-resolve this one. So we can do it.
We will seek bloody vengeance.
Zira says, shh, I'm watching South Park. And Omar says, those small people with no arms?
Brother Dammer's grown.
Alright, another place coming into our control. Untainted is going towards 100%. Let's do Empower the Guilds. Increase our growth here. Zero asks, what is the worst fast food company? I would say Arby's. But then again, they do own Wendy's, and Wendy's is pretty good, so.
Grudge bearer.
What about you, Zero? What would you say is the worst fast food company?
By the king's command. Beards in belts. Ready to do the guild's bidding. An artillery train to speed us up. Onward.
Alright, so Zero is all maxed out. General Oliver is all maxed out. Unfortunately, I can't just declare war, otherwise I'll become unreliable. And I don't want to do that just yet. Ooh, Royal Guard, plus 15 leadership for Hammerers. And also plus 6 melee attack. You know what, we'll do that. Zero says McDonald's. Their food tastes like cardboard with a bun. I think the bun is more cardboard than the food, but I don't know. I kind of like McDonald's. It's not the best all the time, but sometimes when you want something quick, it's relatively decent. Omar says, I want to say KFC. The chicken is just too greasy to maintain shape, so it just falls apart after the first bite. Do I have that experience with KFC? Not entirely sure. Maybe? Oh, I haven't been to KFC in years, so it's just kind of eh. What? Why is my reliability low? What act of treachery? Oh, well now I might as well just declare war on the Wood Elves because my reliability is low anyways. Except not like this. I want to do a surprise attack, Mazda Mundi.
Greetings, honorable ally.
Trade agreement, yay. Hey there, Pickle. Let's see. Hey, newbie, sorry I'm late. My friends surprised me with a couple of matches of Airsoft. So what'd I miss? So we finally defeated the War Herd of Chaos, which means the Chaos Invasion is over. So it's only a matter of time now before the alliance of the Bretonnians, the Empire, and the Dwarves all falls apart. Something that I did lowered my reliability down to low. So I had a peace treaty that I was able to do with the Wood Elves. So I took it, but I think I'm going to break it pretty soon here. So try and destroy their Oak of Ages. Zero says, the KFC where I live is not that greasy and does not fall apart, though it does give me something like heartburn. Pickle says, turn on the Empire. I do need to kind of plan for that soon, probably. Because the Empire is obviously the one that can be the most trouble. I gotta figure out where their armies are at, though. Actually, you know what? Since I'm making a lot of money right now, I probably should make a Blitzkrieg force to take on the Empire. Pickle says, start from the north and go south. I was thinking start from the west, or start from the east and go west. And kind of cut them off through the middle. I don't know, what do you guys think? Well, Omar went to AFK. Zero, what do you think? Should we, for our eventual war with the Empire, should we start from the north and go south? Or should we do from the east and go west? Kind of like through the middle of their territory. Pickle says, I say north because just in case it backfires, it won't divide you. Well, already I am kind of divided. Because pretty much all of my territory is all split up. I mean, I have my main force here, which I don't have much in the way of defenders of. Omar is back and says to go from east to west. So Omar approves of my plan. Yeah, I'm already kind of split up because I have, forces in the New World and all that as well. And it looks like Bretonia can't control their forces either up here. So much rebellion. Oh, bloodlust can spread to other heroes as well. Interesting. Pickle asks, why are you so split up? Because we've been pretty much working to destroy all the different forces that are around. So, especially because we've been working on, well, let's look at the ownership screen. So this area is all the former vampire accounts. And then up north here, we have former Norskin territory, and then we've been working through the Dark Elf territory as well.
Yes.
Like Belagar's army here, they've been like really blitzkrieging through everything. He pretty much just runs up to a place and then burns it down.
Move. One rug. Lord of the England.
Pickle says, first work on taking the east. Okay, we can focus on that. Should go relatively well, I think. You know what? The Great Arena here we can take without much issue. It will take us close to Nagarond, which could be good or bad. But I think we'll do that. It'll be an easy win. Oh god, they have a lot of people here. Ooh. Pickle says, your whole territories are so unorganized.
Unthinkable.
What do you guys think? Should I take this great arena or should I pull back? Because there's two Dark Elf armies right here. Zero says, I hate the Little Caesars pizza commercials. What did Little Caesars do to you? Zero. Pickle says, I'm betting the Empire are going to have a lot of rocket launchers. It's what they had the last time we went against them. Zero says, the cheese commercial? I don't think I've seen that one. It doesn't ring a bell off the top of my head anyways. Omar says, sorry I wasn't paying attention. What are we planning? So Pickle wants me to start from the east, consolidate the area there, and go up against the Dark Elves. But what is going on right now? I moved my army over to this place called the Great Arena. I can take it easily. The problem, though, is Nagarond, the Dark Elf main place, is over here. And they have two armies hanging out here.
Foolish request.
Because they have Malekith, and then they have the Shikara girl. So I can take the Great Arena. The problem is my army's going to be stuck here. Or I can fall back. That's pretty much the big question, Pickle, is I can take it, but I don't know if I can hold it. Especially if they bring both armies over here.
One rag, using guild routes. Gully, attack!
Pickle says fall back. Yeah, I think that's probably the best bet. I mean, I could... Well, since I'm here, I am going to sack it. Because then I can still fall back from there. While still causing a little bit of disgruntledness to them, so. Omar said fall back as well. Okay. Yeah, I think that's probably the best bet there right now. Alright, Thorgrim. I think it's time I probably had Thorgrim do one of his little quest battles. Should he go for the Axe of Grimnir? Yeah, we could probably do that. Pickle says, don't waste resources on land so far away. Oh, but we've almost defeated them. One thing I will do, though, I will go over here and recruit a random lord. I think I've had this guy in my control before. And pretty much what I'm going to do with him, I'm going to use him to go inhabit all of these areas that they gave up. Alright, let's do the Axe of Grimnir first. Pickle says you'll need to start to declare war on the Empire. Soon, soon. Alright, this one looks like it should be a breeze for us. Pickle asks, any allies that can help against the Empire? So that is going to be the big question. Because pretty much everyone that we're allied with, the Empire is allied with. So if we went to war against the Empire, I mean, there's a way I can cheese it where we can go against the Empire and not bring all the allies into the war. but it's still gonna be iffy as far as how good it goes. But I don't know. We'll see. Zero says, "Yay, senior year! Fuck, I still have more school."
Behold, the stone fruits of the Engineers Guild's labor. New flying gyro machines will take to the air. Let me assure my traditionalist brethren within the guild that Morgrim himself would be pleased with this innovation. Now, let us test them against the eternal enemy, the ones who have more entries in the Great Book of Grudges than any other, the Orcs. See how the green-skin filth flock round that vile pillar. Let us wipe them out. So confident am I in these new machines that I forsake my axe, and will not take it up again until victory is secured here. I do this in the knowledge that those orcs will soon be corpses scattering the battlefield. Let us be about this.
Omar says, "Fuck is this guy on about?" He's going on about his grudges, you know, the usual dwarf stuff. All right, clear out all the greenskin shamans. How many do we have here? We've got one shaman there, so 2 shamans here. So there's probably another army somewhere. Zero, are you bringing that meme into this? That how did a generation that grew up on South Park get so triggered? That's just such a stupid meme. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, Zero. That kind of pissed me off. Anyways, going back to where we were. I think you'll find that people have been triggered about a lot of stuff. If you look back at previous generations, they've been triggered about a lot of stupid stuff too. Hell, some of the previous generations were triggered about dancing and Elvis and all that. I mean, come on. Anyways, Pickle also said, "Wait, newbie, 2 armies that come from the west, 2 armies from the east for taking the Empire, and cutting them like you want." That could work. I'd have to bring them over, but that could work.
Obey me! Yes, Lord!
Pickle says, "What's in this army you have right now?" Mostly gyrocopters. Then we have Thorgrim, who has some elite infantry as well as some thunderers, our pretty much our gunpowder infantry. And we also have a cannon and we have an organ gun.
Go! Let's be about this! Aye! Off we go! Shadow Bomber!
I am planning to use my choppers here. Just being a little cautious about it. As far as I know, they just have some basic archers here. As far as I know, anyways.
Kill orcs! Go! Move off! Strike out! Will do! Come on! Yes, Lord! Go! Plow through! Charge! Off we go!
Uh-oh. We got other stuff going on over here.
It is a reckoning!
Giant Slayers, let's move you into position here in case they decide they want to come and try something.
Arrows! Bring them! Moving out! Thunderous! Plow through! Vengeance! Yes! Yes! Gyrocopters! Move! Anu! And move now! Range far, range fast! Back out! No! What's your cover? Anu! Duke! For the Karas Anchor!
Alright, cannon, let's fire on that Doom Diver catapult there.
Thy King Thorgrim Grudgebearer! Organ Gunner! Gyro Bomber! Gyrocopter! It is a reckoning! Strike out! Right! Yes, Lord! Range far, range fast! Anu! Charge! Shoot!
Hey, go away there, little
Oh!
little guys. Little archers. Pickle says you should try to ally with the Skaven if they are still alive. I'm guessing they have a lot of undercities and trading will be well with them. The only Skaven faction that's really worthwhile is Clan Pestilence, and even then they don't really have a whole lot to go.
Fire! Reload! Fire! Organ Gunner!
Alright, did we take down that Doom Diver catapult? Not yet, but almost.
Bang back every grudge!
Pickle says that clan is shit from what I've seen in the wiki. Actually, Clan Pestilence is supposed to be one of the, like, big great clans of Skaven. As far as playing them, I mean, they're alright. Skrulk himself is actually pretty good, though. Because Skrulk can provide a lot of poison buffs to his army.
That'll do! Moving out!
And definitely the poison spells that the Skaven have are pretty good. Zero asks, Family Guy or South Park? It's a good question. Probably if you're talking about nowadays, South Park. But some of the old Family Guy was pretty good. Pickle says I'm talking overall as a clan. Yeah, I mean,
Grudgebearer!
they lack some of the stuff that would make a really good force.
Let's go!
I mean, they're not like Clan Scryer. Clan Scryer is like the best, but we've defeated them already, so.
It is a reckoning! Gyro Bomber! Yes! I am your High King! Gyro Bomber!
Alright, I think I can just fast forward this. We're at a point where we're gonna wipe these guys out. Go kill them! And there we go. Didn't even have to kill them all, we just routed them all. Pickle says, I gave up on learning the Empire and started on the Wood Elves. The Wood Elves are interesting. Zero says, there are mites doing it on your eyebrow. I mean, maybe. Try not to think about it, but... Pickle says, from what I've heard, they have a lot of background. They do have a decent background. I mean, not as much as the Empire, obviously, but... Alright. Thorgrim got his Axe of Grimnir now. So the Axe of Grimnir gives plus 12 armor-piercing damage, plus 4 bonus versus large, plus 6 melee attack. It enables magical attacks, reduces the upkeep on his army by -5, reduces recruitment costs by 10%, and then income from post-battle loot is plus 10%. So not too bad overall.
Send me to vengeance.
And Grimnir, or Thorgrim, gets his last little upgrade here. So what's the last upgrade we want to do? Well, maybe I'll do Brass Lunged. It increases his leadership aura size. Or I could do, you know what, I'll do Honored by Grimnir. Because most of the units that he recruits into his army are level 7 or above anyways. So this one gives Slayers, Giant Slayers, Hammers, and Iron Breakers 15% physical resistance, 12% weapon strength, and plus 5 melee attack. So that could be useful. Pickle says, maybe you should start the assault on the Empire from all sides. Maybe mostly on that huge central area they have. Well, I might be able to start a bit from the top, because I have the Hell Pit here. So maybe I'll bring in a Lord here. Oh yeah, I can do a custom Lord. Alright, let's do a custom Lord. You know what? I'm supposed to make my custom Lord. So you know what? Let's bring back my custom Lord here. Pickle says, wait, we have to choose wisely. Well, Vigorous gives 10% physical resistance. That's not bad. Unit experience gain per turn. Do I want that? Pickle says, won't attacking their territory make them pissed and they'll start pushing too? I mean, they will. But I'm not going to start it right away. I'm just going to start building up an army. So. Reload time reduction, I think, would be good to have. Ambush success chance could be good to have as well. But sometimes, depending on how it is, it doesn't exactly work well. You know what? I'll do it. Then I have 2 more points that I can take. Let's do brisk, because I want to say that these stack with the reload time reduction. Alright. We'll just name this guy Newbie. Do I want to do a Lord or do I do a Rune Lord? Pickle says, we need to have the first attack be a devastating loss to them. Can you see their settlements and what they have in their settlements? I can. You know what? I'm going to do the Rune Lord. I think that'll be a good choice. I hope anyways. Let's reduce my speed. It's not good, but it'll give me survivability. We'll increase melee defense and increase melee attack as well. Pickle asks, what would be the best thing to attack?
Anger burns bright.
I mean, if they were using Marienburg... Oh, wait, they do... Let's see, reinforced walls, Tailor's Guild. Marienburg might be a good target. Of course, they have an army already here. But Marienburg... The port there provides 2,000 gold. It's like the most... I want to say this is probably the most valuable port in the game. Is Marienburg. Of course, that's kind of central in their territory. Because if I could attack all their ports at once, that would be good, but they have a lot of ports, so that may not work.
Lord of Clan
Though if I attacked their capital in such a way that it moved their capital to an inland location, and then I cut off that inland location, that would cut off any trade they have. Pickle says it is, and what if 4 armies come to the first blow? Not together. I mean, it's possible. Alright, I'm going to focus my army on doing our artillery and then our thunderers, I think, will be a good choice to have. Well, let's do the Anvil of Doom, I think, right? I'm guessing anyways. And then we'll start with the runes. Actually, no, fudge. I want to do Route Marcher, because that'll give me plus 10% campaign movement range. Alright. So for this army here, gonna have a bit of a focus on Thunderers. So we'll start with 6 Thunderers there.
Master of Rune.
I'm also going to need some items for myself here. Old Guard Tankard. Well, let's see. What's the other? We have another one that gives something like Old Guard Tankard, right? I thought we did. This one, Iron Warden's Tankard. Well, immune to psychology, we already get that from this Rune of Hearth and Home, so never mind on that so much. Since the perfect vigor is supposed to be so good, we'll go ahead and do that. I kind of want to do this Horn of the Ancestors. It gives more physical resistance, but it also gives this ability Horn of the Ancestors, which summons an ancestral spirit. But sure. And I'll hold off on anything else for the moment. You know what? I should probably take this Talisman of Endurance for the plus 15% ward save. And so many different things that I can potentially take on. So many runes. Rune of Slowness, Master Rune of Shramni Redbeard. Oh wait, no, those ones are taken. Pickle says, for my plan, I'll take 7 armies. 4 for the first blow for that port, and the other 3 to attack the north, east, and south. It's a possibility. Biggest issue I would see is the biggest potential issue that I see is having those one-off armies. If they encounter 2 armies, they may be in trouble. But they'd be good taking on single settlements, potentially.
Vengeful Rune Lord. Somni! By the Gamma's Cron.
Pickle says we can salvage already existing armies. I suppose.
How can I help? Don't you fret, it's done.
For the King!
No, I lost an organ gun. Crap. It's one bad thing about doing auto-resolve is sometimes it does that. Stupid crap. Where it decides, oh, we don't like this artillery of yours. We're just gonna blow it up. Bastards. Yeah, what it actually does is, like, Somehow the calculation has like the artillery getting into melee combat or something. I don't know. It does something weird with the calculation sometimes with auto resolve. All right. Of course, they move an army over to the Oak of Ages. Hello there, Dark Metal Punk. How's it going?
For the wisdom of Valea.
Well, yeah, I can't move anyways, because Zero is still recruiting one little army.
I thirst for the hunt.
Dark Metal says, I'm good, how are you? Not too bad. Finally finished the Chaos Invasion. I had one little Beastman tribe that I had to hunt down and destroy. Finally get it to end. Pickle says, I'm pretty sure they'll send most of their good armies to counter the 4. Actually, not necessarily. Sometimes the AI will avoid large armies and instead try to go for the easier targets. But it all depends on the location of their forces, too.
Good. Grimnir's axe.
Alright, Grimnir, we can move you to Harganeth, so let's do that.
For the wisdom of Valea. Clan honor. True king of eight.
Alright, so that was a long turn. A lot of stuff we had to do in that turn. Look, it says, so then just swarm them. Yeah, if we can get our like the 4 armies over, we might. Oh, they are moving. Hopefully, I can retreat back far enough. I think I can. Dark Metal says, I join and watch and see if I can learn anything, as I only downloaded Warhammer Total War 1 and 2 a couple months ago. I've been playing it since release, since Total War Warhammer 1 came out. Alright, let's retreat. Belgar, you better be able to retreat far enough. I'll be very disappointed if you can't. I think he was good. Yeah, I've been playing it since release, and I've definitely enjoyed the game overall. It's my favorite Total War game that's out there. Okay, good. Malakath is falling back. Ooh, they just left that army there at the Great Arena. Pickle says, but won't they take attrition from the sea, if I remember correctly? So you take attrition if you are in the middle of a storm, or if you are, like, in the deep sea. Where Marienburg is, we may be able to just follow the coasts to get there without having much of an issue with it. So Dark Metal, who are your favorite factions so far? Pickle says, so what's our backup plan if all goes to hell? Hope that we can make armies fast enough through global recruitment and all that. Dark Metal says Vampire Coast and the High Elves. Both good choices. The High Elves are pretty well-rounded overall. Sorry, New World colonies. You're a little too out there to do a military alliance. Suddenburg? Nah. This isn't the time for defensive alliances. Zero says, oh shit, I'm hallucinating? Uh-oh. And yeah, Vampire Coast. Vampire Coast just has awesome firepower, so. And is that Skeggy who's declared war there? It looks like it, I'm guessing. Pickle says we should have some armies on standby just in case. Armies already made and prepared. Well, that's what I'm starting to work on. Because pretty much that's what we have to do. How long does this last? 3 turns? We can do that. I want to get us down to pretty much using most of our income per turn. As far as having armies all ready to go. So, I figure that'll be a good thing to do. Zero says, like, actually things are distorted. That doesn't sound good, Zero. Where's the Pickle and Omar's army? So they're like in the middle of the Vampire Coast territory. They're the ones that are pretty much working to take all of them out. Oh, I forgot all my regiments of renown. Anyone here that I want? Kind of want that group of Iron Drakes. Zero says someone is probably cooking some shrooms. I'm not aware of shrooms doing that, but maybe. Pickle says you have 2 of the armies there for the attack. True, once I get them over. Dark Metal says I haven't played the Dwarves yet. The Dwarves are definitely up there as far as one of my favorite factions. They're really tough. Who do I want to do? They have pretty decent artillery overall. They have varied artillery. So they have a few different options as far as what you want to use.
It's as good as done.
So yeah, Pickle, here's your army with all the heroes and all that.
Iron-willed.
Ooh, I'm sending Omar's army to take Tlaxclan here. Colonize it before they go and take it. Because they were about to take it. Pickle says, shouldn't we focus on one target only? Well, generally if you have 2 armies able to go around, it's not too difficult to have them have 2 armies each go out against different targets. Because as I said in one of the previous episodes, 2 armies is the max number of units that you can bring into a battle. So 40 units. So you can spread that out pretty well and have them, you know, do some decent work.
Lord of the England.
Alright, this is too good to pass up.
Foolish request.
Retake the realm.
Thorgrim, I'm gonna bring you all the way up here.
One rug. No.
I don't think Malekith can do a lightning strike.
Iron
And Belagar, you are going to go in as well.
setting forth.
Omar says hooray? What's the hooray, Omar? Alright, Belagar, start the attack on the Great Arena. This one I'm gonna fight, just because they have quite a bit. They have 2 Reaper Bolt Throwers, they have some Doomfire Warlocks, they have some decent units here, so we're gonna fight this one. Because we want to take as few casualties as possible here, since Malekith is hiding on the edge over there. And Pickle is correct, the dwarves also have the OP choppers, so outside of maybe the dragons that the high elves have, the dwarves have some of the best air units in the game. And the fact that their like gyro bombers can do pretty decent bombing runs against units definitely helps out too. Omar says, you were sending me to attack. It wasn't hooray, it's hurrah. Learn your war callings. Actually, I didn't even send you to attack. I sent you to colonize. Alright. Interesting little settlement they have here. Where are... Okay, our reinforcements are coming from there. That's a decent location.
Armed and ready. Kazukan Kazukita. Iron breakers. Quarrelers. Take an aim.
Oh, and these guys should actually be
Quarrelers.
group 3. These guys will be group 1.
Vengeance.
Okay, I think we're ready to go. Oh, same thing? So long as you enjoy yourself there, Omar. Going to colonize some little land.
A holds ransom for first blood. Zulrikas. Killers. Off we go. Move now.
Alright, Thorgrim, we're going to set you up with a separate little force here. Is that a good location for them? I hope it is. Pickle says, you see, I'm learning the game while not playing the game. You have been paying attention, Pickle, so. Oh god, those hurt. Where's our rune guy?
Alea's blessing on us. That'll do.
Omar says, colonizing land. You made my guy go full-on British. Alright, get these guys going, because they need to go take out that artillery, please. Hello there, Spicy Ice Cream. Trying to waste their ammo? Not exactly, although that does look like what's going on.
Kill anything without upstairs. Gyrocopter.
Right, you guys focus on the dark shards.
To the air.
You guys focus on those dark shards.
Them all in Beard's reach. Yes, yes.
Yeah, I figured their range is only 350. It's not too bad. Just that my guys aren't. My artillery came from outside of the map, so we're kind of out of range there.
Fire, reload, fire. Killers, roll. Kill
Yeah, that wasn't normal units. That was just artillery, so. Uh-oh, get away from that dragon there.
Range far, range fast.
Flee, gyro bomber, flee! Oh no, my gyro bomber. It's being eaten by the dragon.
Go!
Shots away.
Why do they have their artillery at the front? I don't know. It's a good question.
Cannon. Longbeard. Let the vengeance begin. For the High King. Fly. Shoot.
Well, at least their dragon left, so now my bombers are able to better do their stuff.
Missiles ready! I'm killed the brood! I'll get my tools! That's it! If you insist.
Yeah, sending that dragon against my guys was not a good choice on their part.
Vengeance away! That's the boys! Descend into blood!
Spicy Ice Cream says it's because it's the AI. Oh, look, welcome back, dragon.
The clans unite!
Pickle says, newbie, next time you play Warhammer 2, you should play as the High Elves and only have an army of phoenixes. Interesting. I don't know if it would work very well, but interesting. Alright. Defeated this army. They should be completely destroyed because they were within the town here. Omar says, fuck. What did you do, Omar? What happened? Yeah, I'm not sure how an army of phoenixes would do. I know it would take a while to recruit them because when you start out, phoenixes are like tier 4 or tier 5. I think it's tier 4 for the regulars and tier 5 for the cold phoenixes. Omar says plane space engineers. What did you do? Did you try to make your plane again and did it fail miserably? Alright, occupy.
The High King acts.
Pickle says, of course the army of phoenixes won't work, but still, it's a view to see.
Lord of the Anglers.
Maybe we could do it in a quick battle one of these days.
One rug.
Alright, so the good news is if Malekith comes over to attack, we should have him pretty good. Spicy Ice Cream says a meme build? Oh, I'm sure there's many a meme build in this game. All dragons, all Necrofex Colossi. Many options.
Time for a reckoning. Ready, axes?
Pickle says, yes, exactly a meme build.
For the wisdom of the layer.
So Omar says, I made a copy of the plane I was making and started to fly it to test it. I smashed into the one I was copying. I'm sorry, Omar. I'm laughing at your your ruin. All right. Let's go hit Nagarond here.
The Urks will pay. The throng is mustered.
No, speaking of meme builds, whatever happened to Ungrim?
Layer in me.
Oh, he's just hanging out over here, doing nothing, being all unproductive and shit.
Yes, for Slayer Cape. Vengeful Runelord. Aye, I suppose so. I know.
Well, we should get him moving.
I'm not gonna die standing here.
Wait, I forgot. I can't do any,
Is intact.
yeah, because they're busy with that. Okay, disregard.
Very well. This may work.
And what can the Dowie do for you?
Oh, these guys won't confederate with me?
I grow restless.
What? I'm off. I'm a Rune Lord, not some Smith.
Oh, Rune Lord, not some Smith. Oh, what else do I want to do for him here? Let's do Rune of Grimnir. And soon he's going to be at level 35, and I can finally put him into an army. And not worry about him getting himself killed. But yeah, Spicy Ice Cream. So overall, the dwarves are good. They have armor, they have artillery. The problems with the dwarves are that they are slow. The only things that they have that are quick are really the gyro bombers and gyrocopters. They do have the slayers, and they're relatively quick, but compared to like a quick infantry of other units, they're not. And they certainly don't match cavalry as far as speed goes, so. Pickle says they slow no be, but they can hit hard from things I see. Slayers, yeah. Or are you talking dwarves in general? Yeah, dwarves in general can do pretty good damage. Because even their basic infantry have relatively decent melee attack, so their chance of actually hitting the unit is pretty good. You were talking about the overall dwarves? Okay.
Welcome, friends of the Dowie.
You guys still want me to do something with you? No. Well, non-aggression, I could do that. You know what? We'll do this Vanguard proficiency for the Rangers, even though I don't use too many Rangers. Pickle says that Central Island is looking mighty juicy, newbie. Pickle wants me to take over the High Elves that are over here. Lothern is my vassal still, so that I'm not too interested in. Tiranakhir, they are a potential target,
What would you have of the Phoenix?
especially because we don't have an alliance with them. How are things looking over with Zero's army?
To war!
By the comet.
My axe thirsts.
Let's go into the underway.
Time for a reckoning.
Pickle says, so the goal of conquering the whole map is a no-go? I don't think it's necessarily a no-go. Depends on what we want to do.
Thirsts for war. Let us be about this. To war.
And Omar, I do believe heavy armor in Space Engineers is heavy. And it does way more.
Very well.
Alright, Thorgrim, what did we want to do?
The runes are cast. Revenge.
There's not much we can do with you, Thorgrim, there. Pickle says you're basically number 1 in the West. Actually, I think I'm technically number 2. Because if you go and look at the diplomacy screen, strength rank is 2. I want to say the Empire is number 1. And that's for the whole map. So yeah, they are actually more powerful.
Lun's heir. Let us begin. For the wisdom of Valea.
Pickle says, we gotta change that. And Omar said, for fuck's sake. What did you do, Omar?
My vows will be satisfied with this. I'll cast the runes. I am the Slayer King. Orders. By the King's command. Ready?
Morgrim, let's just continue to do some damage to him there. Aha, you cause fear when fighting against the Dark Elves. And one more level up, and he'll be ready to go. Pickle says, God, look at the Vampire Coast. They're basically not a threat. Look at them. They're really not. Their last little stronghold is a little bit of a threat. Where the proper Vampire Coast faction, where they're headquartered at the Awakening, they're probably the biggest threat. If I can get these guys to start moving towards them.
Thirsts for war. If you say so, Beardling. Time for a reckoning. My anger burns bright.
Just have to be careful with the Poxmarsh so they don't go into, Pickle says, not a threat. We just gotta wipe them out.
Lead me. Lord of Clan Morgrim.
The Stuff Snatchers.
Don't mess with me. What's your message?
Let's have you join the war against, Nagarond? Lo, what if I give you money? Ah, fine then. Be that way. Pickle says, can you see who's allied with who? I can. So if we go look at, say, the Empire.
So,
The Empire has alliances with Krakadrak, Carrick Nern, Carrick Norn, or Carrick Hearn, not Carrick Nern. Talea, Stalia, Sudenburg, Bretonia, Tiranoc, and then us. Alright, let's see. Let's go check up here with how my forces are coming along.
Armed and ready.
2 more turns till my guys are good. Show you some of those allies. So pretty much the only notable one that they're allied with is Bretonia. Now note that we're allied with them as well. Probably what I would do if I wanted to go to war with the Empire. I would look at them, I would look at someone that they're at war with, but who I'm not at war with. So probably like Clan Rictus, I want to say.
Mighty.
Oh wait, no, I am at war with Clan Rictus. So Clan Pestilence, I would talk to them. I would offer to join war against the Empire. And likelihood of success high. So pretty much that would take me into war with the Empire. But the other allies and the joint allies we wouldn't go into war with.
What?
Spicy Ice Cream says reliability low. Yeah, I know our reliability went low from... I didn't do anything really naughty. I think So someone wanted me to join a war against someone, and I think I accepted doing it, even though I had actually declared peace with them at some point. I think it was some lesser faction, so I think that's where the reliability low came from. It's my guess anyways. Oh, sometimes, like, some things will tell you when you're about to lose reliability, and then some things won't tell you at all. Pickle says, I was thinking of wiping his allies from the surface of the world, but we should do it your way. Yeah, I mean... Could I take on Bretonia? Yes. Would it benefit me much to do that though? Probably not. And if anything, going to war with the Empire, I could try to finagle some of those allies to perhaps join the war with us. At least that's my thoughts. What are you up to, Wood Elves? Okay. Still hoping the Wood Elves would kind of move a little so that I could take the Oak of Ages. Pizza. Do I want to declare peace with you, or at least non-aggression. I could. Pickle says, can we somehow cause the Empire to go to war with some allies and you can swoop in? Not that I know of. If you were the High Elves, you could do something like that. Because the High Elves, one of the things that they can do, they have, so they can generate, I forgot what it's called, but they generate some special resource that they can spend and use that to either recruit better heroes or lords, or they can use that to influence the relationship between factions. So you can make factions like yourself, but you can also make factions hate each other. Or like each other, but why would you do that?
Rune Lord.
Alright, so we can attack,
Will be settled.
and it does look,
Rune Lord.
we can do that
Thirsts for war.
without them coming to their defense?
Attack!
Well, no, it would be reinforcements.
Tag them.
Because says, I thought you can control the High Elves. I thought they were your puppets. They are and they aren't, unfortunately.
Casting the runes.
Alright, we're gonna do that. That way those guys don't take attrition.
Let us settle this.
Alright, probably best bet just start building some towers, I think. Omar says my engines aren't starting and I don't know why. Oh noes.
Time to slay Oathbreakers.
Pickle says not enough power most of the time. Most of the time.
I'm ready. I do.
Alright, gotta keep these guys moving along.
Lord of Clan Morgrim. Master of Runecraft. I'll get on it.
Alright, Carrick 8 peaks here. We've done your special little thing there. We can get some goats! Not really too special for us, though. How about instead we'll do this Engineer's Workshop. And since we have this Hall of Oaths, let's start work on the armory. Pickle asks, can you somehow get the High Elves involved in the attack on the Empire?
Let us
I could, because they are my vassal. Not entirely sure how well they would work going there, though.
for clan honor.
Because sometimes you can give them orders, but then they just don't follow through, which totally sucks.
Punish the grudge makers. Yes.
Thorgrim is still building up. Belgar is still building up.
Summon me if
And let's go take the Fortress of the Damned. Spicy Ice Cream asks, why you want to attack the Empire anyways? So, Spicy, we are at the end game, so we've defeated Chaos and all that. So the next step is obviously moving to take on the Empire. I think that's about all that we've done so far. Still wish I could get these Stuff Snatchers to join some war.
I'll poke at you.
No, not declare war. Join war against the damned errantry? Well, they took that one. Okay. Pickle says, we want to have total control over the East. So we're working on it. It'll be interesting to see what Vampire Coast does, as far as us having this settlement besieged. Because they may decide to go and attack. In which case, I'm not sure how the battle would go. Because they have a few pieces of artillery, and our force there has none. Okay, they are going to attack. So the good news, it's going to be outside of the city. We're going to see how this goes. Alright, so their reinforcements are coming from over here. That is a poor choice for them. I think I can focus my forces to take them on.
For the ancestors! Quarrelers! Grudge thrower! We demand blood! War of vengeance! Never trust the outsiders!
Alright, let's get started here.
For the Karazanko! Satisfy the grudge! Aye!
Reposition, reposition.
The runes are cast.
Tazoot! Runes of power!
Alright, get you guys into a melee front. Of course. And be careful with that bloated corpse.
It's an order. Move to attack. War of vengeance. Alea's blessing on us.
Armed and ready! craft.
Alright, Quarrelers, see if you can take out that bloated corpse. That's our biggest concern at the moment.
Long beard.
You guys, go for the rotting Prometheans.
Dwarven legs. Muster the throng. Axes out.
Pickle says, also, if only Newbie had an army of artillery. I know, right? If only he didn't get himself killed.
Malaya Blassauri. Dwarf warriors. For the Kara's ankle. Super wizards.
No, actually, our forces are doing relatively decent so far. We are losing some guys on the front line, but
Long beards. Grudge thrower. For the ancestor gods, we stay put. We'll guard it. It is a reckoning. That'll do. Kazoo! Attack!
take down that bloated corpse. He's big. He's bloated. He's gonna go boom. Aha. Took I think they actually all survived. Okay. Well, 58 of 60. That's pretty good. Pickle says, you killed him, Newbie. Your curse of sending armies to their doom. And Zero says, if only I was there. True, Zero has taken over as the army of artillery. But Zero's busy preparing to take on the,
Battle ready.
Wood Elves.
Strike the runes.
Zero says, press Alt F4 for a neat trick. Pickle says, also Newbie, why not an army of only choppers? I could do that as like the army that goes along with my army.
I will do it. For our ancestors. Quarrelers. Get him. We stay put. Defiant and unbowed. No faffing about.
Come here, little vampire.
I am strong. All right. Unbending.
Oh dear, things are kind of looking a little grim over here.
For the Kara's ankle.
I mean, the Lord's holding up really well.
That'll do. Obey me. It is an order. The runes claw. Go. For the ancestor gods. Longbeards. The clans unite. Down. We are relentless. Runesmith.
Pickle says, what, 12 choppers are really OP? Now imagine 20 of them. Maybe do like, well, you can't do 20 because one of those is the Lord. But maybe like 9 choppers and 10 bombers or something like that.
Let the vengeance begin.
Alright, you know what, let's fast forward this. Because right now we're just working to bring these guys over here. Drop the artillery and flee, you fools. About 2 full armies of choppers. I think that'll be like 32 overpowered choppers. I mean, maybe. Okay, what happened to everyone? Did they hit army losses all of a sudden? They did. They saw my forces coming and they were like, ah, screw this. Just gonna die. Because, you know, they're undead. Yeah, the only thing with doing 2 full armies of choppers is that might take me close to my limits as far as for units and all that goes. It might, anyways. Pickle says, I wonder how fast 32 choppers will cut down through an army. It's a good question. Depends if we can bring in enough people for it. Or have enough money for it, I guess. Probably against the Empire, choppers would do well. Pickle says, maybe do a quick play or a quick battle at the end because I really want to see 32 choppers now. Okay, we'll do one more turn and then we'll do that little quick battle to test out your 32 choppers idea.
Welcome, friends of the Dowie.
Call to arms. Your ally has been attacked. Clan Gnaw. Sure. I don't even know where this Clan Gnaw is, but... Oh dear, they caused an earthquake at Hexwaddle. Interesting. Pickle says, the Empire has those rockets, which last time you were at war with them, caused you a lot of trouble. Well, we could try doing a quick battle of a whole bunch of choppers versus a whole bunch of the rockets. Vashnar's conquest has gone against me, you bastards. I knew they'd betray me eventually. Ah, son of a bitch. I knew I was working on A-Train here for a reason. Zero says, then fucking kill him. I know, right? It's the plan. Pickle asks, what has higher range, dwarven cannons or the rockets? Base, the rockets do. Rockets are 480. I want to say the cannons are 450. Zero says, I like how I'm green and Pickle is pink. On my end, Pickle is green and you are pink. What is that, Zero?
vengeful Rune Lord.
Alright, what else do I need to do for my forces here? We have some organ guns, we have some cannons. And Omar, I see you as green as well. Do I just do more Thunderers? I'll do more Thunderers for the time being.
My anger burns bright.
Alright, so we should be able to go and just wipe these guys out. Take the city for ourselves. And that should almost wipe them out.
Master of runecraft.
Pickle, the range answer was 480 for the rockets and 450 for our cannons. So the cannons are the rockets are better.
My axe thirsts for war.
Omar says, my plane is such a bitch. It sometimes works with me, at other times it won't tell me what's wrong.
Rune Lord.
Alright, Throny, let's just keep you healing up. One more little army for these bastards, and then we'll be good.
You know who I am? I am the White Dwarf.
Rune Ricky. Onward.
Stand ready. The Slayer in me seeks death. Aye! I'm off! I grow restless. Time for a reckoning.
Well,
To war!
do we end today with an attack on the Wood Elves here? Maybe go for the Oak of Ages? Well, let's see.
The axe
If I wanted to declare war, can I get to the Oak of Ages?
no reason
Nope, I can't get to the Oak of Ages. Why can't I get to the Oak of
for the
Ages?
wisdom of the layer, as the High King commands.
I don't know why I can't get to the Oak of Ages, but I can't get to the Oak of Ages. But I can get to Kingsglade.
Onward!
So you know what? Let's go for Kingsglade. Who wants to lead the attack? Do we do General Oliver? Or do we do Zero? You know what? I'll do Zero. Oh, I can do it right from the start. Excellent. Alright. One last little battle for today. Well, one last little battle in the campaign, then we have our little quick battle we gotta do. So Zero, we're finally gonna test out your army. Theoretically, it should work pretty well. Alright, so what I want to do here, I want to make sure that my forces are positioned well enough
For the High King!
to defend against any incursions from cavalry.
They have wronged us. Iron dregs.
Ranged firepower ready. Iron drakes. By the gears of Zufbar. Ah.
Alright, I think we're good to go. Give a boost to the reload and accuracy for our cannons.
Don't skirmish. Slayers.
Oh, and our reinforcements are coming from behind. Oh my god. Slaughter.
Organ gunner. Select target. Organ gunner. Iron drakes. For the ancestor gods. For the Karazhan Corps. The clans unite. Iron drakes. Organ gunner. The runes glow. Fire! We demand blood. We have scores to settle.
Zero says, what the hell is Blurp? Are you talking about the little extension that I added? It's, you can apparently
Organ gunner.
make little, if you donate bits, you can
Stop.
do little sound blurbs
Pull out.
in the stream, so
Artillery ready. Iron drakes. War of vengeance. Withdraw.
uh-oh. Zero, your army isn't working out quite as well as I'd hoped.
To settle. Pull out. Select target. Cannon. Vengeance. That'll do. It is an order. Will do. Move on. Organ gunner. Yes. Yes. Pull out.
Zero says, I swear if you kill me, I'm unfollowing. I mean, you, I think, are doing pretty good. Yeah, you're still completely... You, like, have all of your stuff going, so... It's just your army itself is kind of falling apart.
To reckoning.
Because the Wood Elves are fast and a pain in the ass.
Ready. My clan corps. Pull out.
Uh-oh, now you're starting to take some damage. Oh, but then they see our big flame force coming in, and then they decide to flee. So, it was still considered a decisive victory. It may just be that all of your forces actually stayed together, and we didn't actually lose any full force. Which is good. Zero says pussies. I can imagine you yelling at your other dwarven brethren as they flee, and you say, "Pussies!" Oh, nope, we did lose one group of Iron Drakes and one group of Organ Guns. But overall, not too bad. Occupy.
Let us settle this. For the wisdom of the
And
land,
Oliver, let's put you into encamp stance.
Sarah's will.
Alright, so we want to rebuild our force here, so that means an engineer's workshop, siege workshop. We'll do the trading depot, and we'll do the trinket maker.
For clan honor.
Any other updates that we have to do for these guys? Or these settlements and all that? Alright, Zero, you got a little level up.
Honor. The Urks will pay.
Excellent, Morgrim has finally reached level 35. So I can give him this redemption denied. So he'll no longer be killed anymore. Alright, so let's save it here. Yeah, we did pretty good. We made like 9 turns for this stream. Almost 3-hour stream, so. Alright, let's go test out this big chopper plan of his. Battles, custom battle. So we want large armies. Funds, custom. 40,000 we'll start at. Go to the dwarves. Well, we'll do Grumbrindle since that represents Pickle. Alright, so we'll bring in 1 gyro bomber. First, the top spot is going to be all gyro bombers. Then we'll do Brimstone gyrocopters. Then regular gyrocopters. Alright, gave some upgrades to ranking. I'll even save this as Pickles Copters. Alright, now let's see. We were talking about going up against the Empire. Let's clear them out here. So we'll assume we're going up against a bunch of Hellstorm rocket batteries. Go up against Karl Franz. We'll even give him Deathclaw. Give them a boost. We'll give them a Luminarch. We'll give them a Steam Tank. Gray Wizard and Light Wizard. And I'm gonna try ranking up this whole army here to make them elite. Alright, let's try it like this. You know what, we'll give their wizard some Pegasi as well. Okay, so we're gonna try this. A bunch of Hellblaster or Hellstorm rocket batteries, a few other artillery, and then some basic units for the Empire versus Pickle's big gyrocopter force. So we got like almost 20 gyrocopters, 10 gyrocopters with brimstone guns, and 9 gyro bombers. So let's try it, see how we go. And hopefully my computer don't crash.
They have wronged us.
Alright, so we'll do
Gyrocopter. Gyro bomber.
one group here,
Kazoo.
another group
Gyrocopter.
here,
For the Karazanko. Gyro
and everyone else will be in the middle.
For the Karazanko. Gyrocopter. Yes. Down. Kazook. Kazook. Gyrocopter. For the Karazanko. Gyrocopter.
Alright, I think we're ready. Let's see how this goes.
The clans unite.
2 bring you in there, group 3 bring you in there, and group 1 into the middle.
Is it time? Over here, over there.
And incoming rockets.
Gyrocopter. Gyro bomber. Gyrocopter. On. Vengeance. Now. Shoot the one. Yes, then. Gyrocopter. Shoot the wizards.
Zero says, should I post some screenshots of the visual pack I use now? Don't see why not. Uh-oh, Grombrindle's under attack. Go help Grombrindle out, you fools.
It is a reckoning!
Okay, one bad thing doing it like this, we lose our lord. And then we get flying units cannot hold the ground on their own and they have to land. So that's not exactly good. Pickle says, I'm guessing the upkeep for an army such as this is going to be crazy. Probably. Alright, we got Karl Franz leaving. Go for these Empire Knights next. Zero says they should be punished for treason. Take out those flagellants, because they're unbreakable. Oh, and the steam tank, because the steam tank is also unbreakable. Pickle says, I see no army having any chances against the chopper army. Probably, or unlikely, no army that the AI would field. But yeah, your plan might work, Pickle. I'm just not entirely sure what the upkeep for this army would be, but it might work. So it might be something worth checking out then, when we next return to Warhammer. But tomorrow, we're going to be doing Dragon Age Origins. So thanks for watching, folks. If you haven't already, be sure to follow me here on Twitch. Make sure you have notifications on so you get a little alert whenever I start my stream. And I will see you all tomorrow at 11 p.m. Central. And Boner Farter, thank you for the follow. See y'all later, folks.